Hello, yo, welcome back. All right, so we're going to continue from where we stopped. Okay, so we're still on algebra, and this part of the video we are looking at a simultaneous linear equation. Okay, so we're going to be solving examination question on simultaneous linear equation. So I will start with the very first question right here on the screen. All right, so of course you know very well that for simultaneous linear equation, okay, you have to solve for two variables, right? Okay, so now I have these two equations. The very first equation is 2x minus 3y, all right, equal to minus 10. This is equation 1. Then the second equation is 10x, all right, minus 6y is equal to minus 5. So I call this equation 2. Now, you know very well that looking at this equation, okay, if you are to actually pick a method for solving this simultaneous linear equation, okay, the best method is going to be elimination method. Why do I have to choose elimination method? Why? Because the coefficient of the variables are more than 1, right? As you can see in this equation, the coefficient of x and y, s and 1, please, x and y is more than 1, right? You can't see any coefficient of any of this variable that is 1. So I'm not going to use substitution method. I will use elimination method. But before I eliminate, I will make sure that any variable that I choose to eliminate will have the same coefficient for equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, let's say I want to eliminate x. That means I will have to make sure that x will have the same coefficient for equation 1 and equation 2. And how will I achieve that? All right. The only way I'm going to achieve that is to multiply equation 1, all right, by 5. By multiplying equation 1 by 5, okay, 5 times 2 will give me 10x, all right? So then, of course, equation 2, I will leave it that way. I will just multiply equation 2 by 1, all right? Okay, so let's do that. So 5 multiplied by 2x, of course, that's going to give me 10x. 5 multiplied by 3y, that is going to give me 15y. 5 multiplied by 10, that's going to give me minus 50. So I can now call this transformed equation 3. All right, so this one right here, this is 10x, okay, because this is 6y, okay, minus 5. I can still call this, let's say, let me call it equation 4. So now I can eliminate. Now it is easy for me to eliminate, okay. I will eliminate by subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So if I subtract equation 1 minus equation 2, it will help me to eliminate x. 10x minus 10x will give me 0. So x is eliminated. So I'm left with y. So I'm left with minus 15y. All right. Remember, I subtracted, so that should be minus. Then that's going to be minus into minus 6y. But don't forget that this 6y is having minus. So that will be minus into minus 6y. The same thing happened to the other side of the equation. I have minus 50. Then minus into minus 5. All right. So, okay. You know what happens here? Minus times minus is plus. So what I'm having is minus 15y plus 6y. All right. Okay. And of course, that should give me 9y if I'm not mistaken. Minus 9y. Okay. Yeah. That should give me minus 9y. All right. So in this case, now I'm having minus 50 plus 5. That's going to give me minus 45. All right. That's going to give me minus 45. Please pardon me. All right. Minus 45. So of course, minus cancels minus both sides of the equation. So I now have my y to be equal to, all right, my y is going to be equal to 45 all over 9. Okay, of course, that should give me 5. So that is my y is equal to 5. So having gotten my y, I can actually solve for x. So what I will do is I'm going to substitute. Okay, I'm going to substitute the value of y that I've already found. So I'm going to substitute the value of y, which of course equal to 5, into any of the equations. So I can take it to uh, equation 1. So going to straight to equation 1, any place I see y, I'll put 5. So that's what I'm going to have is equation 1 is 2x minus 3y, which of course 5, of course, equal to 10, right? So this is going to be 2x. This is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. Take it to the rest of the equation, right? Okay, so if I take it to the rest of the equation, I'm going to have 10 plus 15. Okay, see if I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? No, I am not. All right, so 2x now is going to be equal to 25. So x is going to be equal to 25 divided by 2, which is going to be 12, of course, 0.5. As simple as that. All right, so that's another question right here. But the second question is more complicated because it's expressed in fraction. So there are two equations right here. All right, so I have the very first equation is 2 all over x minus 3 all over y. Okay, is equal to 2. That is my equation 1. Then the second is 4 all over x plus 3 all over y. Okay, is equal to 10. That is my equation 2. Okay, so now I would have actually gone through the process of removing the, okay, or expressing the equation in a form that um, that doesn't have denominator, okay, or eliminating the fraction from the equation. But that will not be necessary because I can see that in equation 1 and 2, I'm having almost the same expression, right? For y, I have in equation 1, I have 3 all over y, and equation 2, I have 3 all over y, okay? So it is easy for me to eliminate. Very easy for me to eliminate y, all right? So the only way to eliminate y now is to add. If I add, because in equation 1, what I have is minus 3 all over y, and in equation 2, what I have is plus 3 all over y. If I add minus 3 over y plus 3 over y, definitely y will be eliminated. So by adding, okay, by adding equation 1 plus equation 2, it's easy to eliminate y, all right? So let's add. So this is going to be 2 all over x plus 4 all over x. I know very well that minus 3 all over y plus 3 all over y is 0. So y, of course, that is eliminated, right? Y is eliminated. So let's add this one. 2 plus, okay, that's going to be 2 plus 10. So of course, the only way to solve this now, this is actually if we can use LCM, or you can multiply through by x, okay? So if I multiply this by x, because I want to eliminate the denominator, if I multiply this by x, x cancel x, I'm left with 2, okay? All right. So if I also multiply this by x, x cancel x, I'm also left with 4. Of course, I'll still multiply the 2 plus 10 is 12, right? If I multiply 12 by x, I'm going to have 12x. So it's going to be 6 is equal to 12x. That when I know what x is going to be, x is going to be equal to 6 all over 12, which of course is 1 all over 2. So having gotten my x, okay, I can now substitute to get the y. All right. So what I will do is that I'm going to substitute x equal to 1 all over 2. Okay, I can just take it to equation 1. You can take it to any equation, right? You can take it to any equation. So I take it to equation 1. So in equation 1, I have 2 all over x. Okay. So what that simply means that I'm going to have, please pardon me. Okay. Um, all right. So equal that's 2 all over x, and the x we already have is 1 all over 2, right? Okay. Then of course plus 4 plus what? Okay. Then plus 3 all over y, right? Okay. So that is not plus, minus 3 all over y is equal to, okay, let's look at that again. It's equal to 2. Okay, here we go. It's equal to 2. All right, it's equal to 2. Okay, so of course, 2 divided by half is 4. 2 divided by half is simply 4. All right. Then minus 3 all over y is equal to 2. Collecting items, okay, I can decide to move this to this side and then move 2 to the other side. So that's going to be equal to 4 minus 2 is equal to 3. Minus 3 over y goes to be plus 3 over y, right? Okay, so 4 minus 2 is 2, right? Equal to 3 all over y. So at this point, you can cross multiply. Cross multiply, I'm having 2y is equal to 3. So that way now to solve for y is, okay, my y is going to be equal to 3 all over 2. Or one whole number, 1 all over 2. As simple as that. Okay. All right, so that is it for this video. We are going to look at more in the next video, all right? So see you in the next video. Thank you very much.